Hello again and welcome to another sparring from our summer camp 2020. In this one I'm with sword and buckler and Borislav is with longsword. We've changed the weapons from the previous match, which if you want to see you can look into my channel. This is just a type of training, so you shouldn't expect full speed, full force plays. My main goal here is to try to explore how much I can play with range and if I can be actually longer than the longsword. In this video I have kept the exchanges that ended up in a blow. I have also slowed them down at quarter speed so you can more easily see what's happening. For example, here I make a cut to his torso and protect myself with the buckler. His hit is stopped by the shield and hits me flat on the arm. These are basically the two main positions that we stand with each weapon. Here I try to provoke Bobo, but he doesn't go for it. He leaves himself open, but I can't really reach him. Now we are transitioning to several positions to see which one will get the better tactical position. We do attack at the same time, but I try to go for his hands and he goes for my neck, so he gets the better of it. In this next exchange, I stop Bobo's first attack, but I'm too slow to recover and he manages to go between them and hit me in the arm, which stops the potential for afterblow. Here I'm back at trying to hit him at the maximum range. His strike is to my buckler, it moves it but doesn't really reach my head. After a few exchanges at mid-distance, Bobo makes a cut that I stopped with the two weapons, then I go in for a hand strike again. He doesn't move back too much, so I manage to reach him. His sword was placed to protect his head. One of the issues trying to reach someone with a long sword with a shorter weapon is that you can mostly reach them only with the tip, and here I barely graze the glove, it doesn't really count. In this next exchange, Bobo makes a cut that I stopped with the two weapons and then cuts his arms, then immediately retreat backwards. Bobo's next attack tries to send me down and to my right, so he can have a solid shield out to my head. However, he's stopped by the sword and buckler, then we get tangled in a close distance, and while separating, I manage to hit his arm, while he reaches with the tip of his sword at my torso. In the next exchange, both our attacks stop each other mostly, and we barely reach the other person. Then Bobo goes for a slice, but I'm holding his guard, so it's a 50-50 if it's an actual slice, and I try to make a thrust and then slice to it, and then thrust again. Bobo's next Chiu-Hao passes between my buckler and sword and my overcommitment sends me down to my left side. He then makes contact to my left arm and to my face with his elbow, and when we disengage, he cuts my torso and I thrust at him. For our final exchange, Bobo tries a Durvexen and a thrust. I still displace it, but I can't really come back and his Zwerchau hits me square on the head while protecting his hands and head from my blade. My buckler remained a bit lower than it should have been, as it could have hit his face. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe for further such content and give me a like.